Good morning, children. Today we are going to continue with the previous lesson, that is chapter 9, subject verb agreement. In the last video we had studied how the verbs matched with the subject when there was just one subject in a sentence. Now today we are going to discuss the rules of how the verbs are going to match with the subjects when there are more than one subject in a sentence. Let's go. Now the first rule says when two or more singular subjects are joined by and, then the verb is plural. Now let's take an example and understand. Cotton and jute grow in India. Here we see cotton is singular subject and jute is also a singular subject and they are joined by the conjunction and. Therefore, the verb must be plural, and grow is a plural verb because it is the root verb without an S. In the last video, I had told you that root verbs without an S is plural and root verbs with an S is singular. Now let's come to the second rule. When two singular nouns refer to the same person or thing, then the verb is singular. Now let's take an example. My friend and guide is here. Now here, my friend is also my guide. Therefore, it is referring to the same person, that is my friend. And here the verb must be singular and is a singular verb. Now let's come to the third rule. When two singular nouns are joined by, with, or, as well as, then the verb is singular. Now let's understand through an example. Ram as well as Mohan has passed. Here the subject is Ram, which is in singular form, and Mohan is also a singular subject which is joined with the conjunction as well as. Therefore, the verb must be singular and has is a singular verb. So it's matching. Now next rule says when two or more subjects in the singular are joined by either or, neither nor, then the verb is singular. Now let's take an example. Either Suman or Seema has passed. Here the subject is Suman, which is singular, Seema, that is also singular, and they are joined by the conjunction either and or. Therefore, the verb must be in singular form and has is a singular verb. Can you understand, children? Okay. Now let's see the next rule. It says if two subjects connected by or, nor are of different numbers and persons, then the verb must agree with the subject nearest to it. Now let's see an example and understand. Either John or his friends have done this. Here we see that the subject John is in singular and friends is in plural, and they are joined by the conjunction either or. Therefore, the verb must match with the subject which is nearest to it. Here we see the nearest subject is friends, which is in plural form. Therefore, the verb also must be plural and have is a plural verb. Children, don't get confused because the conjunction used is the same, but the subjects are different here. In the previous rule we studied when both the subjects were in singular form. But here we have subjects which are of different number. One is singular, the other is plural. And the verb must match with the subject which is nearest to it. And since friends is plural, therefore the verb also must be plural. I hope you have understood this. Now next rule says either, neither, each, every, everyone, much, a little, many a must be followed by a singular verb because they refer to singular subjects. Now let's see this example. Either of the two boys has passed. That means among the two boys, one of them has passed. Therefore, either here refers to a singular subject and therefore the verb must also be singular. Don't get confused because here it is boys, so it has to be plural over here. No, because it has either of the two boys. Either is there. Means among the two boys, one has passed. So therefore, here the verb also must be singular because either refers to singular subject. Now the next rule says, a few, several, both, many are followed by a plural verb. Because a few is not one in number, it is more than one, therefore it is plural. So plural subjects must have plural verb also. Let's understand through this example. Both the boys have failed to do the sum. Here both refers to two boys and therefore the verb also must be plural. Now the last rule says that if the subject is singular, then the verb also has to be singular because it is the bottom line of the rule of the subject-verb agreement. Now let's see this example. This class of boys and girls is very large. What is very large? This class. Here the subject is class and not the boys and girls. Therefore, since class is singular, the verb must also be singular. That's all for today. I hope you all have understood it. If not, rewind it and see it again and again till your concept is clear. Thank you and have a nice day.